What's going on, and welcome back. Today I'm gonna mention something or talk about something that I've mentioned before in the past. And I know before you're like, oh god, just hold on. Just hold on. Alright? I have something to show you. Just sit there and watch. You might find this interesting. I don't know. Maybe. But, like I said, I think I mentioned this before. I know I have. Anyways. So, this has happened where when I'm in here and I'm playing guitar, right? Or whatever. Editing or watching videos, whatever. My son will come in here and he'll start looking at the games and he'll be looking for something to play or whatever. And he's like, Dad, what is your most rare and expensive game that you own? And I'll tell him the same thing I always tell him when he asks me that question. I don't know. Because I don't come in here and look at my games as dollar signs. You know what I mean? That's why I think it's ridiculous to or game prices. They're ridiculous, right? For some of these games. For example, and something I've mentioned before. What Remains of Edith Finch, right? Buying indie titles, and that's one that I wanted. I want, but a used copy is like $250. $250 for a used copy. What? No, dude. And then a new copy is like $350, $380. And if I'm spending that kind of money on a game that's still sealed, it's never gonna be opened. That would be my most expensive and rarest game, right? But so like I said, I don't look at my video games as dollar signs. These are games that I picked up to play and enjoy, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm sitting here the other night playing guitar, and I'm thinking, and I'm like spun around in my chair, and I'm like, dude, you know what, man? How much money have I spent on all this shit? And how much money am I continuing spending on all this? And is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it. It's entertainment, man. It's what makes me happy. That's why I don't look at it as dollar signs. I look at it as my things that I enjoy doing, my hobby that I love, doing. But like I said, it got me thinking. Is it worth? Does it have a value? Like, I mean, it's got a value to me, right? Because it's my stuff that I really enjoy doing. But is it like, what's the value? Like, money wise, right? What's it worth actually? Like, so what I did was I went and I was looking at some of the games that I have here, and I got a little stack right here of games, and I was looking up prices on them. Dude, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous what games are worth or whatever. But I wrote it down. I'm gonna share with you, like, with just that small stack of games, how much dollars I was holding right there, because it's pretty crazy. So before I show you what I got here, like the games and what they're worth, I guess. I want to share a story with you right quick. So there was a time before I started doing YouTube that I was really into like shoot 'em ups, shmups. I mean, I still am. I really enjoy those games. And at the time, I was trying to get my hands on as many as I possibly could because I really enjoy playing them, right? One of the games that I wanted to add to I was going to do a collection of shoot 'em ups. One of the games that I wanted to add to that collection was Musha. Now, if I had the most expensive and rare video game in my collection, it would probably be this one. But it isn't, because I know the case looks like the real thing. The game looks like the real thing. It plays like the real thing, but it's not the real thing. This is a repro. And if ever I do my game room tours or whatever, and I'm showing my Sega Genesis games, and this one crosses the screen, sometimes I'll point it out. I'm like, that's not real. I'm not trying to play it off as real, but it's a repro. But it's like I said, it still plays like the real thing. It's a damn good game. But when I was trying to get games to add to my shmup collection, that was one that I looked up and I was gonna purchase, and I was like, no, because I think that's like, at that time, I think it was like $1,200 or something. I was like, hell no. So I got a repro on Etsy. That's where I got that from. Anyways, so I picked out some games, and I'm using, these prices are from Price Charting, okay? They're not eBay prices, these are Price Charting. So if you find these games, if you don't have any of these games, and because you're seeing them here and you kind of like, maybe I'll go pick some up or whatever, right? And you find them on eBay for cheaper, pick them up. If you find them for more than what I'm fixing to tell you what they're worth, according to Price Charting, because I don't know how accurate Price Charting is, but if they want more money than what I'm telling you right here, don't do it. So anyways, I don't know what that is, dude. That's a car or somebody put their music really loud every time. Anyways, no, that's music. So I picked up I picked a few games out, and I just blew my mind. I'll be right back. Okay. Shit. Anyways, dude, who the hell blasts their music that loud early in the morning, dude? People are trying to sleep. Anyways, so oh shit, get the hell out of here. Oh, there it is. I thought I lost the page. So, Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill on PlayStation 1, according to Price Charting. This game was worth $274.38. Dude, for this copy, $274.38. These aren't used prices. These are these aren't new prices. These are used for used games, complete in box prices. They also have their prices for loose games that aren't complete or whatever, just like the disc only or card only or whatever. But this, $274, dude, 38 cents. It's crazy. Silent Hill 2, $192.50. Dude, $192.50. Okay. And when I get done, I'm gonna give you the total of all this, right? So Silent Hill 3, $288.43, dude, for this game. That's crazy. If you want to own it physically, PlayStation 2 original, dude. I remember when I bought that game, it was like, fuck, dude. I didn't even buy it new. I bought it used from I think it might have been from like a friend or something, dude. I was like probably like $20. Silent Hill 4, $199.99, dude. $199. That is nuts, dude. I remember buying this brand new for $40. It's crazy. So, dude, I'm telling you, like, what people are, I don't know, dude, where they get the prices or how, but that's crazy, right? On to Resident Evil. The Resident Evil 2 from the PS1, this one's worth 100 and oh, by the way, I'm not doing this to brag about, oh, look what I got, look at what they're worth. No, I'm doing this because it blows my mind what these games are going for, and dude, and I guess I can't believe it. I was like, I can't believe what this shit's worth, but I guess according to price charting, right? I'm not doing this to brag. I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, so PlayStation 1, Resident Evil 2, $113.61, and that's because of this. This got the sweepstakes sticker. Well, it's not a sticker, it's part of the cover. And then they have the other one that's not worth as much, but because it's got this, it makes this one worth $113. Resident Evil Outbreak File Number 2, $157.36. Dude, I'm telling you, a lot of these games I got for dirt cheap. Because you see, this one has a sticker on it. I left a sticker on it. I found this when I was at work. I used to work at a grocery store, and we used to rent video games, and we used to rent movies. Back then, I wasn't as into video games as I am now, but I still loved them, right? So when I saw a bunch of, we had this big tote in the back, stacked on top of a shelf or whatever, and I opened it up. It was full of video games, and this was one of them, and I took it out. This one, and I think Outbreak. Because you see, it still got the sticker. Outbreak and Outbreak 2 was in that shelf. Actually, that wasn't the only one that was in there. There was also Resident Evil Dead Aim. That was in that tote too. So special 2-day rental, dude. Pretty awesome. So yeah. Anyways, I'm getting off of thinking. So Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube, $162.73. It's crazy, man. Resident Evil 3, $154.46. So I was like, dude, that is nuts. I can't believe, like, and I see this shit all the time. I'm thinking, that's what, it's like $20, $30 game? No, dude. It's almost $200. It's crazy. So I think, like, out of all this list, and this is just this, I still have, I hadn't even looked at none of this shit yet. But of all these games that I have right here on this deck, this is probably my most expensive one that I have here, which is Dot Hack Quarantine. And this is going for $349.98. And why, I don't know. Was it that good? Fuck, I don't know. I didn't even play this game, but apparently there must be something to it because it's a lot of money. If you know, let me know down below. Now, This one like really like blew my mind because I was like, I couldn't believe this shit. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I see this game on my shelf all the time and I think, it's probably like a $30, $40 game, right? Maybe. $159.48, right? Yep, $159.48. I was like, oh my god, dude. What the hell happened? I remember, I got this from my buddy James, but I remember when you were able to order this game for $40 and I thought, dude, $40 is a lot of goddamn money for this game. And it could be wrong. This is price charting now. This isn't me. This isn't eBay. This is price charting. You might check eBay. You might get it a lot cheaper, especially if you get like the greatest hits label, way cheaper. But I don't know, man. Symphony of the Night, $159, dude. Original cover. I don't know, dude. Might be right. Castlevania Bloodlines. Paid $70 for this. It's worth $205.60. Dude, that is freaking nuts. Again, I paid $70 for this. It's crazy. Now, last but not least, this is the last game I want to show because, like I said, I don't want to be sitting here wasting all your time, dude. Castlevania Legends, loose for the Game Boy, $140. So, with that being said, my friends, all this right here, you see it? All this little stack of games right here is worth $2,239.85. This right here, $2,239. Blows my mind, dude. Why? I don't know, but that's, you know, if it was up to me, you know, a lot of these games would only be worth like $10, $10-$20. Why? So everybody can enjoy them. So everybody can afford to pick them up and play them and enjoy them. Fuck, dude, you can't pick this up and play it and enjoy it for $205. The game was good, but it wasn't that good. Fuck, man. You can emulate it, but a lot of these games you can't emulate. Like, I've never seen anybody emulate Silent Hill 2, 3, 4. Never. I mean, I guess you can play them. I don't know. If you can, let me know. But, yeah, man. If it was up to me, these games are only like $10, $20, dude. But no. That's not how the world works, I guess, these days. And they're expensive. And dude, I can't even imagine, like, what the value of some of the games that I have in my collection are worth. Like I said, these are just a few games that I just kind of like looked up, just out of curiosity. And now it kind of makes me want to like go through like everything else and see like the value of it, because, you know, if I ever had to need a kidney or something, I was trying to think of something brilliant to say. Dad, never mind, dude. You know what? I'm gonna go play disc golf. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.